Hey guys, and welcome to another stream, and as you can see, I am playing Paper Mario 2! They finally made a Paper Mario 2 after all these years. But in all seriousness though, I'm playing the demo build of Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, which is actually an early build of the game. Actually, let me look up on the cutting room floor, like, when exactly this build is from. I mean, it certainly is an older version of the localization as well, because it has a lot of text differences. But let me see. So it's June 21st, 2004, this demo build is from. So that was actually before even the Japanese version of the game came out. So this actually has some, like, early unused content, and I mean, especially, like, unused, like, localization content in this as well. But let me know if the audio sounds okay. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're at the Star Crystal field. Okay. Well, here we are, the Petal Plains. I thought we were at the Star Crystal fields, where folks say a star crystal hides. Woohoo! Here we go, Mario. The start of our adventure. This is completely awesome. Woohoo! The smiling friends are back! But we got a star piece, a lovely piece of a star, and a mushroom, a feel-good mushroom that replenishes 5 HP. Okay, so some of the dialogue here is a little different. Some of it is, like, basically the same, but, like, less fleshed out. But I kind of wanted to look at some of the differences here. TNT's in the chat. Tell Demeech to eat his sock. Whoa, what was that? Ooh, is that a... Wow, Mario, look! Yeah, this cutscene's, like, pretty much the same as it is in the final version. There might be some dialogue differences. There are some points where I could definitely tell that the dialogue is different. Totally incredible, I've never seen anything that humongous before. It looked kinda scary, too. Weird. Professor Franklin said this place was peaceful. Wow, crazy. We just started, and already there's intrigue. Come on, Mario, let's go. Great adventures await! Skiddy, skiddy, skiddy! Okay, got another mushroom. Oh, I need to do Goombella's overworld tattle. Normally, I'd have something witty and insightful tip to share with you here, but I'm saving it for the final version. That's a more simple way of saying they haven't finished the localization for that yet. Because this was several months. Actually, yeah, this was like 4 months. I think, yeah, about 4 months before the English version released. And 1 month before the Japanese version released. Though, this might be slightly, like, earlier than June 2004, just with some of the things that they left in the files here. But this is pretty interesting. And I mean, the battle system is pretty much the same. There might be some, like, very, very minuscule, like, stat differences and things. Well, there are enemy name differences in this build, and I'll show those in a little bit. There's actually some pretty funny ones. But the ones that you would expect to be the same are the same. Oh, the star points text that pops up, that's different. It's kind of, the cutting room floor describes it as, like, closer to, like, the original version, or, like, earlier versions of the game. But when Mario's in danger, cause enemies to miss. Okay, I just misread that. Okay, let's get the Paragoomba. You made the first strike. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that text is different too. Okay, let's do the tattle for the Paragoomba here. That's a Paragoomba. Basically a winged Goomba. Yeah, you can see that looks unfinished there. There's like a gap between the text. That's kind of weird. You can't hammer it while it's flying, but rough it up and it will totally plummet. Hey, Mikey. Okay, let's get the Spike Goomba here. Oh, and hey, Lucas. Yeah, the Paper Mario movie poster thing was really cool. But this is newer than that E3 build. If you've seen that early trailer of Thousand Year Door, there are, like, this is like a slightly newer build of that. And also, I noticed that the badges are kind of, like, equipped automatically. Because when you go into the menu, it doesn't, like, really show that many details. Like, actually, let me go into the menu here. Yeah, see, it only shows, like, the party members here. But let's read the description of Goombella here. Goombella's hero is Goomelda, the wisest of female Goombas. Press X to ask her about where you are or about enemies you beat in battle. Oh, the Coops thing is up here. And that badge isn't up there. Actually, could you still get the horsetail from this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Or was that the next room? I forgot which one it was. Oh, and I want to see if the star piece is still up here, too. I think my controller... Okay, my controller's connected again. Okay, the star piece is still there. Do you think Thousand Year Door is worth playing on Switch 2 or wait for an upgrade? I'm not sure if they're gonna do an upgrade. I certainly hope they do, but I still think it's worth playing either way, because it's an incredible game, and the remake is really good. Okay. But this was actually for a kiosk demo, and I think this is actually quite good for a kiosk demo in terms of content here. I mean, and it is also from the early 2000s as well, and I mean, it seems like they handled that type of stuff better back then anyway. Though I would say, some of the Switch and Switch 2 kiosk demos have been fairly good as well. Like Mario Odysseys. And Super Mario Party Jamboree. I haven't played the Bonanza one, though. Because I had really no need to. Okay. So, okay, it seems like most of the item names are the same here. Welcome, travelers. Where are you, you ask? Why, this is Petalburg. Sorry, but it's been a long time since we've had visitors here. We're kind of remote. Yeppity, once that dragon Hooktail was spotted flying around this area, well, it didn't help tourism. Put it that way. People just stopped visiting. Dragon? Hooktail? That must have been the huge thing we saw earlier, Mario. So, it's called Hooktail, huh? Ooh, scary name. So anyway, Green Boots, have you ever heard of these things called star crystals? It's kind of funny to see, like, the earlier names here before it was, like, fully localized. We're on a quest for them. It's very important. Star crystals, you say? Nope. Can't say I have. Sorry about that. You might want to speak with the mayor, though. He's old. Really, really old. As such, he knows all kinds of stuff we don't. Koopas his age are, really smart. Anyway, the mayor lives in that pink house up ahead. You should go check it out. A pink house? Sounds totally hideous, but it should be easy to find. Thanks for your help. What first-party Switch 2 games do you think best showcase what the system is capable of? Personally, I think it's Bonanza because of all kind of game design possibilities the system allows for. Yeah, I would say either, I would definitely say Bonanza is, I would say both Bonanza and Air Riders in, like, different ways. Bonanza kind of handles, like, how much can, like, happen on screen, like, with how you could dig and smash through enemies. Air Riders can kind of show, like, how fast things can be, and also, oh, that's funny, how the demo just ends there. But let's check out the next one here. Switch 2 superior for everything, even when the game... Yeah, like, I would say loading times are a lot better, too. Seeing the poster is shared on the server, it makes me think, who would voice Goombella, Yoshi Kid, and Grodus in a movie adaptation of Thousand Year Door? Me and a friend did the Thousand Year Door fan cast some time ago, though. Oh, that would be interesting, the see sometime on the Discord server. As long as you feel comfortable with sharing it. A retrospective on Mario 64 DS would be amazing. I love Mario 64 DS, so I might do a retrospective of it sometime. But let's do Hooktail's Castle here. Oh, and actually, one interesting thing is that the background is slightly different. It's very slight, but it's slightly different. Oh man, Hooktail's Castle. The stories were all true. This place is terrifying. By the way, Mario, the bridge is out up ahead. First, go in this building and use the jump platform to go to the second floor. Stand on the pedestal in the second floor and press Y to become a paper airplane. Let's see if the HP Plus is still down here. Yep, it is. And it's still just the party members here. Well, let's read Koops' description here. Koops wants to be tougher for his girlfriend, Koopy Koo. Press X to shoot out his shell and retrieve distant items. Are you gonna make a video regarding who you want to see in Smash 6 anytime soon? I don't really have, like, a need to at the moment, because I don't think we're gonna get Smash 6 for another couple years. But, I mean, I'll put that video idea, like, on the radar, like, at some point. If I feel like talking about Smash, I'll definitely consider talking about that, because I do have some ideas of what characters I want to see in Smash 6. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna switch to Goombella. Like, these first couple rooms are, like, good for Goombella here. Okay, let's see the Koopa's tattles. That's a Koopa Troopa. Oh, another another gap between the text there. They've been around forever. Their shells are hard, but flip them over and their defense drops to 0. And you know how to flip them over, right? Just jump on their heads. Yeah, I think, like, Goombella's dialogue is, like, slightly unfinished here. Hey, Matthew Gaming. I'd love to add you to the call, but unfortunately I don't have Discord open right now. And I just want to make sure everything's, you receive the first strike. I just want to make sure everything's running smoothly for this. Oh, I need to do the tattle of the... Actually, let me knock over one of them first. There we go. Actually, I'll do the tattle for the paratroopa. Oh, wait. I accidentally select the Koopa again. Okay. That's okay. There we go. Oh, I forgot to read that. That's okay. How come fans have not talked about Brothership's story is shockingly relatable, and Reclusa being an allegory for the modern world with how people are isolated from reality and in-person contact? I mean, I certainly would like people to talk about it more, because I think it's incredible, honestly. Because I actually made a couple videos about Reclusa, honestly. I think, like, I made, like, 2, like, very long discussions about Reclusa so far. I did, like, one, like, just general spoilery video for I was about to say Bonanza, but I meant Brothership when it came out. But then I made, like, another more in-detailed discussion later on. But I think Reclusa, honestly, I would say is probably my new favorite Mario villain. Because I think it was just handled really well. Also, hey Soshi, I got a new SNES today. I sold my old one to my brother. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, there's a cheat code that disables the timer. Okay. Actually, I'll pause Dolphin real quick and I could add that. Is it like a gecko code that I can add? You could send it to me. Yeah, feel free to send it to me. But I could just probably add that. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you find it. I don't know why I keep missing that action command. I think it's interesting that they still changed things like the, power bounce, even though we already have it. Yeah, I think it's funny how the badges work in this demo. There's no doubt about it. It's my father. Dad! Wait. What's that? Mario, my father's clutching some kind of letter, or at least his, bones are. So what should I do? Should I read it? Okay, I can do this. I'll read it. I came to this castle to destroy Hooktail, but I am stuck and can't go no farther. Or can't go any farther. So in this letter, I shall note Hooktail's weakness for those who follow. The dread Hooktail cannot tolerate creatures that begin with F and end with Rog. Hidden somewhere in this castle is an item related to Hooktail's weakness. If one is to have any hope of defeating Hooktail, one must find that item. One last thing. If faced with ultimate doom, the fiend will use his trick to save itself. If you hope to defeat it, do not give in to your kinder nature and fall for his tricks. Alas, I do not have the strength to continue writing. Already my mist veils my eyes. My last words go to my son Colorado. I love you and I'm proud of who you've become. Huh? My son Colorado, not Coops? Oops. Yeah, I guess this isn't my father after all. But if this isn't my father, I wonder if that pile of bones over there is my dad. Actually, I'm gonna switch to Goombella for the tattle. You clearly don't value your lives too much if you come to this castle to disturb us. You will go no further from this moment on. You'll be nothing but bones. What's with these boneheads? Ow, ow, watch it, Pushy. They're shoving me around, Mario. What should we do? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's look at Goombella's tattle for these enemies. For what you would think would be called doll bones in Red Bones. We have the Koopa skeleton. Okay, the demo ended there. Actually, I'll go directly to that room. So, because the timer wasn't disabled there. I'm just gonna skip all the other enemy encounters and go to that one. Because it doesn't really matter in this build. Okay. I wonder how far into Hooktail's castle you can get before, like, the demo just, like, automatically kicks you out. Okay, good thing this isn't Sticker Star. Or actually, I guess Color Splash is a more fitting explanation, because it's literally a coin toss when you flee in that game. It would have been creepy if the demo was set to end as soon as the enemies dropped on Mario. It would basically be like an early version of Thousand Year Door Creepypasta. I don't know why I read this. I think I could just skip it. I just like, oh wait, no, I think you just I know like Koops like goes up to it, but actually let me skip to Goombella real quick. So far I found, is the code for the Japanese demo. Okay, let's read Goombella's dialogue here for the tattle. That's a Koopa skeleton. It was a Koopa Troopa once. Not only do these creeps throw bones at you, but they can clone themselves. I think it's funny that there's Koopa skeletons. It sounds like something like the Deke Mario cartoons would call dry bones. That's a red Koopa skeleton. Says here, these are special. If you knock their HP down to 0, they crumble, but they revive, like zombies. It's probably for the best to eat the ordinary Koopa skeletons before going to the red one. Hey, and remember Koopa skeletons can create reinforcements, so watch out. Let's see how far we can get. No, they call them dry bones Koopa or dry bones Troopas in the D cartridge. Yeah, I know they probably call them something different. I was just saying that kind of sounds like the naming scheme that the Deke Mario cartoons like calls things. Okay. I think the red doll bones or red bones is called bloody doll bones in the Japanese version. I'll have to check it out. Hey, Hollow Leaf. I have like a lot of FP, so I might as well just defeat it. See if I can make it to the level up screen. That was funny how, like, Koops clipped, like, right under that platform for, like, a second. Oh, no save block here. Well, I guess that makes sense, because you... Why would you save in a demo? Okay. I know I'm skipping through dialogue, but I just want to see how far I can get. Fans have been talking about bringing back the classic Paper Mario battle system for so long, yet never mention what would be the actual gimmick would be to distinguish it from the first two games. I mean, the thing is, I think Intelligent Systems can definitely find a way to like create some kind of like gimmick while also bringing back the older battle system. I mean, look at how Super Mario Odyssey kind of brought back the 64/Sunshine battle system. Or not battle system. I'm kind of Paper Mario brain rotted. Level design. Or I guess like open sandbox style. But they had like a really interesting new gimmick with Cappy. I think Paper Mario could definitely do some kind of equivalent to that. Yeah, I think some of the curse dialogue is different as well. To be honest, I don't think the series needs a massive gimmick with each game. Just expand on the battle system in natural and engaging ways, and tell a new story with new characters and partners. Yeah, I think it can honestly strike a balance. I feel like the word gimmick kind of feels like a buzzword, honestly. Some people like just kind of use it as like some kind of either like a negative connotation or like something that like, oh, I wasn't paying attention there. Oh, does it soft lock you into this part? Yeah, when you just press yes, it loops into the next thing. What if you press no? Yeah. Okay, that's actually really funny. The curse just, like, the curse is the end of the demo. That's actually amazing. That's actually incredible. That is literally... I'm definitely gonna give props to the Nintendo localizers for that. That is incredible. Unless that's the same in the Japanese demo, then props to Intelligent Systems for that. That was incredible. But let's check out the final little area. Literally, that is like some Color Splash level humor there. Like ending the demo with the curse. Are you ready, Mardio? The star crystal is at the very bottom of the tree. For the sake of the puny tribe's future, you mustn't give in to those things. Oh, one more thing. Oh, this is where they're starting us off. So sorry, I've been awfully forgetful as of late. Now then, where was I? Oh, right. On your way to the star crystal. If you lose any of the punies and have a hard time finding them, just come and see me. What I'll do is, I'll give a whistle to call them back here. You got all that? Is it? I don't really remember that being the defined end. It might have just been the timer running out perfectly timed. Yeah, if the demo just ended, like, I might have to replay that, like, because that would be so funny if, like, the demo ends, like, if that's actually how it ends. Wait. Need to switch to Goombella for this. Boomer Ganger! That's literally all she says in this one text bubble. Boomer Ganger. That is incredible. They drink these weird drinks to get all big and burly, then freak out. If there's 2 or more, they're totally scary. Finish them quickly. Boomer Ganger. Is that what they're called in the Japanese version? Or are they called something different and this is just a weird localization moment? But I think the name is just really funny. And I just like the only thing that Goombella says in that one text bubble is Boomer Ganger. I'm so used to pressing like the ZL to do the partner switch. Oh, so you can actually go all the way up the hooktail. I guess that, like, I guess that was perfectly timed, that, the end of the demo there. But it was just really funny how, like, when I pressed no, it just, the demo ended. Actually, I need to do the tattle here. That's a piter. Ick. They gross me out. Another gap between the text. It shoots things from its mouth, so alive, and gets, so look alive and get your defensive timing right. When I Google Boomer Ganger, Google thinks I'm looking for a Mega Man X boss. Actually, what does it say on the Mario Wiki for X not, like, in the, for the Japanese name for them? That would be, it would be so funny if, like, if that's just a random name they came up with for... Oh, I guess some of them just fell off of that platform. Shine Sprite, that means nothing, because this is a demo. Okay, let's look at the Pale Piranha's tattle here. Oh, my bad. It's just a piranha plant in this version. They're famous around here. Since they face up with an open mouths, they'll bite you if you jump on them. Plus, they migrate from the floor to the ceiling, so they're a real pain in the tush. I'm guessing that was meant for another enemy? Cause that is not something that piranha plants or pale piranhas do in Thousand Year Door. What game is this? This is a demo build of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door on the GameCube. Basically, in like an early version of it. Pretty sure that's an unused feature. Huh, that's interesting. I'm guessing it might have been like maybe the original intention was for like any like piranha plant enemies. Like I could have seen them maybe like spawning in like a pipe or something, and there's also like a pipe on the ceiling as well, and they kind of like spawn in between the two. That's the only like plausible reason. I forgot. I need to get the. I forgot to get the other punies. I'm no tech expert, but do you think the Thousand Year Door remake would get patched to have 60 FPS? Or is that not possible solely because of the engine they use was pretty 30 FPS coded? Well, it actually isn't like exclusively 30 FPS, or isn't like coded around that, because there actually is a patch for Switch emulators that, or actually not just Switch emulators, but also like for this, you could actually run it on a modded Switch as well, to get like 30 FPS in the Thousand Year Door remake. And from the footage that I've seen of it, it actually does look perfectly fine. It doesn't seem to have many. I think like originally it had issues, but it was like patched out. I think they just like I don't think like the timings were like specifically programmed around the frames. I think it was like actual like timings. I'm not an expert on game design, but that's at least what I'm guessing is how that works. Or the amount of frames. Not like, I think it is based on, like, certain things are based on frames. Like, yeah, like Super Guards. Okay, I think the timing just ended there. Actually, yeah, Super Guards, some things are based on, like, in-game time. But, like, Super Guards guarding Action Command windows, those are based on, like, amounts of frames. So, I think in 60 FPS, it, like, I think it would just double. Like, double the amount of them. Since it would be the same amount of time. I think it would just double those windows, honestly. Oh, also, Fawful the Great, are you gonna send me the Japanese demo? Because I kind of wanted to check that out, too. I'm pretty sure you can get all the modern Paper Mario games that run in 60 FPS, through like patches and things. I mean fan patches. But yeah, I want to check out the Japanese version of this too. But I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. Okay, let me look. But yeah, I think a 60 FPS patch is entirely possible. In for 4K, that's already like a 4K setting is already in the files of the game. So I wish Thousand Year Door Switch version had this as a demo. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think like yeah, the areas that it would have, that kind of makes sense. I think they would probably like actually add in an ending. Like if you get to a certain point, the demo would end. That's kind of how I think they would handle it. But the three areas like Petal Meadows, Hooktail Castle, and like the Great Tree, I think those kind of make sense for like demo areas. But maybe have it like that would be honestly, I would definitely see like the modern Paper Mario devs ending it at the curse. I could definitely see them doing that. But yeah, let me know when you send the Japanese version, because I'm kind of interested in checking that out too. Is the Japanese demo like older than this one, or is it like from around the same time? And that would be pretty interesting if we got like the E3 2004 demo, because that's actually slightly different too. I actually posted about it earlier today on the Paper Mario Beta archive. There was someone who actually documented part of the E3 2004 demo. Actually, I could even show one of the images on screen, because Goombella had some Goombella had similar dialogue to this demo, like for when you do the overworld tattle, but it's slightly different. It's like specifically for E3. Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, she says, "Ha, I'm not telling you my secrets at the show. Wait for the final version." The one thing that I am interested in, though, is if, like, in the E3 build, if they still had the souls on the Goombas, because that was, like, one design element for, like, early design element in Thousand Year Door that's kind of prevalent through, like, a lot of older screenshots and things. I'll have to look, see if there's any other E3 2004 footage of Thousand Year Door. I'm pretty sure the E3 demo was, like, very similar to what I just played. But I think it would have been, like, a slightly earlier build, because the one that I played was from after E3, because E3 was in May 2004. E3 actually originally was in, or around that time, it was in May, so... Yeah, I just think that would be pretty interesting. Yeah, Switch 2 version of Thousand Year Door would be nice this year. Do you think we'll ever get the GCN Super Paper Mario demo available online? That would be incredible. Yeah, either... Okay, I think I misread that first, but, like, yeah. I think both the, like, more, Yeah, I think the GameCube, or I was like, I read, Jamie's comment after the, or before I read the GameCube Super Paper Mario one, so I thought it was about the E3 2004, Thousand Year Door one, but, yeah, I mean, the GameCube version of Super Paper Mario, that would be incredible to get. Like, I think that's, like, honestly the next holy grail for Paper Mario Lost Media, like, after the E3 2010 trailer. Hey, Monty the Gold. If we got that, I bet it could be combined with assets from the final version to create a full working GameCube version of Super Paper Mario. Yeah, I think that definitely seems like it would be possible. Because I feel like that demo would already provide a lot of, like, the heavy lifting of getting, like, Super Paper Mario to work at all on the GameCube. And then after that, you would just need to port over the assets in just the rest of everything from Super Paper Mario. So that would just be so cool to play Super Paper Mario on the GameCube. Like, man, that would just be incredible. Because, like, and honestly, I could, like, get it, like, I actually have, like, my actual GameCube sitting next to me, and I could just, like maybe have like because I think you can get like custom firmware on the GameCube with like I think it's called Swiss, I believe. I'm not really into GameCube modding. I'm more into like 3DS modding. Like that's kind of because I've been doing some modded 3DS stuff for a couple years now, but being able to play it on an actual GameCube would just be incredible. Actually, you know what? While I'm waiting for the oh, I accidentally opened up the wrong thing. While I'm waiting for the Japanese version, I might just play like another oh, you can see my all my totally legit GameCube and Wii games. There we go. Okay, I think just sent it. Probably got blocked though. Actually, let me check. Did you send it over Blue Sky or Discord? Because I don't see it on either, Nintendo sending the ninja stick your address right this instant. No, I just, like, Nintendo actually sent me a very special GameCube a while ago that has, like, a screen that looks like it's from Windows. It's from it's from, like, a rare build that I was able to get a hold of. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. I'll just close out of, that version here. And do you have, like, a code for this, too? For, like, that disables the timer? Or is there just not a timer on this one? Oh, very similar file size to the other one. So I think... Okay, let's see. It's not a ROM though, it's an extracted file system. You'll probably have to run it from the DOL file. Oh, I'll send that too. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just let me know when you send that. What in God's name is Pikmin Wars? It's a mod of Pikmin 2. It's like it's kind of it's crazy. I played it a couple years ago. I'm not sure if I streamed it or not, or just did a video of it. Oh, and if you're wondering why there's 3 versions of Double Dash, that's just because like I have them loaded with different like I think they were like I was like I have like different like mods loaded into each of them. I have like different like tracks and characters like loaded into each of them. I just didn't want to have to change them out every single time. So Okay. Okay, yeah, I got the cheat code too. Let's see. Let me add the file here. Okay, okay. It's in the let me see. Let me just try to load it here. Yep, I see it. Oh yeah, it's working. Let me just add it to my like the library real quick. I accidentally opened up my editor for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Because I had it on my taskbar. Just, let's see. Oh, I have to run it from the folder specifically. Okay. How do I, like, load it, from, like, how do I, like, add the cheat code when I'm, like, running the game from that folder? Hold on. If you want to explore, beyond the demo areas, just drop in the missing file, or map files and text files. Okay. I assume in the corresponding folders. Oh, just drop that file in the folder that Dolphin reads cheat codes from. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm gonna set this up real quick. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, so I'll just put on the waiting screen here. Okay, so I'm back, and I loaded the cheat code as well. I put that in the folder for, I think it's like game settings. Just let me know if that's the correct folder. But let me get my window capture back up here. And that's interesting how it uses like a title screen, like kind of closer to the final title screen here. And that, actually, I'm not sure if this, the screenshot on the one before had the, Goombella with the souls or not. I'll have to, actually, I'll look back on the stream and see if it does. Because they did use an early screenshot for this one. Actually, let me look here. Is this the same build as the other one, or is this like slightly earlier or slightly later? Actually, yeah, and it seems like everything's like laid out in a very similar way. I honestly don't remember. Speaking of the Japanese version of Thousand Year Door, I have been looking for a copy for a while. Like, whenever I go to, like, either a convention or a game store, I always try to look for one, but I might just have to end up buying one online. Because I kind of want to get the Japanese versions of every Paper Mario game. I already have the Japanese version of Paper Mario 64, aka Mario's Story. But, I kind of want to get the Japanese versions of the rest of the games, too. Yeah, and it uses the same, like, star point text, too. So that must have been a very late change. What have been some of the highlights of this version so far? I know in the English version, I think the early enemy names are very funny. Like, Boomer Ganger for the X-Not meme. Actually, I should make that into a meme, honestly. Cause it actually has like it almost like just the way it just popped up with Goombella just saying it in like one text bubble was really funny. It's like the Minecraft movie. Like if Goombella was in the Minecraft movie. Boomer Ganger! Koopa's skeleton is kind of funny, too. For some reason, Dolphin slows down at this cutscene in particular. But everything else has been running fairly smoothly. Oh, that's too bad that you lost your copy of 64. Because nowadays, it's kind of pricey. I never understood why, this and those elevators in Super Paper Mario could never run well on Dolphin. Yeah. I haven't had too many issues with the elevator in Super Paper Mario, well, maybe not recently, because, I mean, Dolphin has been acting up a little bit recently. Actually, I want to see what the shop looks like in the demo, too. Okay, I guess you could just, like, just works the same, I guess. Yeah, I just knew the second one was Cell. Actually, I forgot. Yeah, I need a PAL block. Why did I sell that? Or at least if I don't want to keep super guarding. I was just seeing how, like, if buy and sell was the same. So I guess I was just demonstrating that. So I guess it is... Imagine a Paper Mario 64 / 1000 Year Door mod that's written like the Minecraft movie. This sounds horrible, actually. I don't know if I want to see that. Yeah, that would actually be funny. And just awful at the same time. Yeah, like when you do a tattle on an enemy, Goombella just says that enemy. Or Goombario if it's 64. Oh, it goes into the Bowser thing. I guess that makes sense as they like promoted this a lot in the advertising for 1000 Year Door. Like both the remake and the original game. Okay, does it just play like the Bowser demo? And I guess it still had the timer on. I'm not sure, because I did have the cheat code in. I'll have to see. I'll play the Hooktail Castle one again, because that one was right after the Koopa dialogue, so I'm not sure if that was intentional. Have you seen my version of 26 coins? No, I haven't seen it yet. I still need to check it out. I think it ends after the Bowser demo anyway. Okay, so that was just a hard ending to that. So is like the Hooktail Castle one just like the one where it's like I guess doesn't have like a specific ending to it. It would just end at the timer. But I'm just gonna skip these enemies. Keep forgetting that I don't even need badges because I'm like I already have like a set amount of ones equipped. Hopefully I don't get hit by the timer this time. If the timer does run out, check if the cheat codes are enabled. Right-click in your game, or right-click the game in your library, and look in the progress. Okay. Yeah, I don't even really need the battle enemies right now, because I'm like, the stats that they give you are like more than enough for Hooktail. Well, I mean, you barely need anything. I mean, you could beat Hooktail with like with 1 HP. It's like it doesn't even matter. Is this a newly found demo of Thousand Year Door, or has this been circulating for a while? It's been around for a while. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Or I just like, because there was actually footage that was recently found that doesn't have the audio, from E3 2004, and that just reminded me of this, so I just wanted to check it out again. I don't know why I was trying to switch, because I already had Coops out. I'll just get through this dialogue here. Also, another thing, I hope that the original version of Thousand Year Door gets added to GameCube Switch Online at some point. Even though we have the remake, it would still be nice to have the original version available. You notice how the partner-follower AI is more like Paper Mario 64 in this version? Yeah, actually, yeah, because I noticed that Koops was, like, running away for a second. I was like, or, like, just running around for a second. I was like, what is that about? I gotta play this demo for myself. I've never played it. Yeah, what I did for the North American version, I extracted the, like, just the game file for it. But for this, I just ran the .dol file for the Japanese version. Okay, I'm hoping I don't hit the timer. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to go down here for the key. I guess it just gave me a little extra time to just see if the timer is working or not. That little mistake that I made there of going up and forgetting to get the key. Yeah, I assume the timer would be running out soon. It'd be nice, but there's honestly not any real reason that, or maybe mostly novelty, to go back to it, because the remake's fixed almost every single flaw from the original. Yeah, that's true, but I feel like they're like most of the reasons for why I like to go back to the, I mean, I mostly play the remake nowadays, but sometimes I just like to go back to the original sometimes for like either challenge running stuff, because there are very small changes that makes it, like, slightly different in some ways. Like, the fact that, like, when your partner gets knocked out in battle, like, in the original version, like, they still have 0 HP. But in the remake, they automatically have 1. So that slightly changes the strategy if you're doing something like Pit of 100 Trials challenges. So I think, like, and then there's also just, like, the timings and everything of the original being slightly different. So even though I prefer how the remake does things, I do think it is nice to kind of have the option to play that original version. Kind of similar to Link's Awakening, while I prefer the remake, it is nice. I do kind of like to go back to the original sometimes, just for like, just to get the feel of, like, the original, like, Game Boy version of the game. Because Link's Awakening is actually my favorite 2D Zelda game. Or top-down Zelda game, I guess is the more correct term. I love how you're playing, like, Sticker Star right now. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, because, like, because I already have the stats and items to beat Hooktail, so I don't really need to get leveled up past this point. Because I usually beat Hooktail on much lower stats than the stats that I have right now. It would have been cool to see what this cutscene looks like in English, but, well, with the text and everything being slightly different. But I guess it is cool getting into this version in, like, or getting into this part in some version of the demo. Actually, yeah, I guess I can't even... Yeah, I kind of noticed how, like, the Koops, or, like, I guess the partner AI in general is working differently. Like, how, like, Koops is just jumping around like that. Yeah, I think the frame rate is really the only downgrade, honestly. Honestly, I don't even think some of the timing changes, like the power bounce, I don't even think that's a downgrade, because, like, once you get the timing, like, I mean, if you're, like, for someone like me who plays Thousand Year Door quite a lot, like, I've gotten the timing down for power bounce in the remake. Actually, I've gotten up to, like, 12 or 13 bounces with the power bounce. You know, I'm just gonna defeat this one because it's in the way. Yeah, I have a bunch of items, so that shouldn't be a problem. I assume the demo would have ended by now if, like, if the timer wasn't disabled. It's nice that I don't have to worry about star pieces right now and can just, like, kind of go straight the Hooktail. Another thing that I don't need is that badges don't matter either. Oh yeah, the key. I was thinking of the close call. I was like, yeah, the key. But I'm not going down there because that takes way too long in the original version. Another thing that they improved in the remake, like when you're going down there to get that badge, I'm glad that they put a pipe there so you don't have to, like, backtrack and go all the way up. The Switch version bottlenecks at the 4th bounce. It always makes it frame perfect. Yeah, I've actually, like I've actually like, even though I do miss it sometimes, I've been actually getting used to that frame window there with the with power bounce. Because I feel like I've gotten, like, timings pretty well in the remake. I've basically super guarded, like, most attacks in the remake at this point. Okay, let's beat Hooktail. No, wait, does it stop at Hooktail, or does it, like, still have the fight? What do you think about the portrayals of the Mario characters in the movieverse compared to their game counterparts and even the shows? I like, honestly, at worst, I think they're like, I'm just kind of indifferent to them. But a lot of the time, I quite like a lot of their movie counterparts, especially like Luigi. The only problem with Luigi is that he didn't have much screen time in the first movie, but I feel like they've gotten his personality right. Let's see, Hooktail. Wait, did they just not have the music for Hooktail? This is so cursed. This is so cursed. There's just no music at all. This is so weird. It kind of reminds me of the time when I played the remake, and there was like around the time the game first came out, there was like a glitch. There was like a glitch where like I think the background music of Rogueport Sewers kept playing when I was in battle. This feels so wrong. TTYD ASMR. Okay, let's switch the coops. There we go, let's sweep treat so I can undizzy Mario. This is so cursed. This is like the second weirdest thing I've encountered in Thousand Year Door. Aside from that no messages English thing that I've encountered when playing Tower of Trials. Well, the no messages English in the section where it's supposed to say like you got a first strike, because I know that plays like whenever like there isn't like dialogue showing up anywhere, but seeing that prompt pop up at the first strike text was just like really cursed. I feel like I'm not supposed to be here right now. Did not remember items being capable of missing? Yeah, that... I just noticed that now. Like, the... Actually, let me... I'm gonna see if that happens again. Because the Thunder Rage didn't work. That worked, though. I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens after I beat Hooktail. Okay, we have the dialogue part. So we still have the cutscene with Hooktail healing and everything. And the same, like, hook-tail feet dialogue. Well, I assume was also in the Japanese version, but... But just dead silence. I like how there's a singular Koopa audience member just on the ground there. Let's see. There we go. Let's see what happens now. Maybe ends like right after, like where the Peach intermissions should start, or like I guess it cuts off. I'm guessing that's where it's gonna cut off, or soft locked or whatever. Okay, now the music's playing. I don't know why it wasn't playing for the Hooktail battle, but it's playing the reunion music. It's funny how you could basically play all of well, I assume you could play the other parts of chapter 1 if you like do other sorts of cheats and things. But basically it's interesting like how most of chapter 1 is here. And I guess no end of chapter music either. So I guess it just played the reunion theme and nothing else. Oh, and I guess we could save? I guess it somehow allowed us to save? Oh, that looks off. And, yep, yeah, that's exactly where I thought it would soft locked. Okay. If you drop the missing files and dialogue files, the intermission plays. Though makes Grotus a dialogue star. Actually, could you send me those real quick? Actually, let's see. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just end the stream now. Because I have some other things to do. Oh, do you not have an extracted 1000-year door file system? Oh. Actually, hold on. Because I know where to look for that. Yeah, I have it. Hold on, let me just look for it here. Oh, the thing is though, I don't have the Japanese version of the game. Because would it work with the North American version though? I assume the maps would work, but I'm not sure about the dialogue, or would it just load in the North American version of the dialogue? Doesn't have to be Japanese. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I've played this demo in English. Um yeah, what actually, which maps do I port over to it? Cuz I do have like the extracted files for Thousand Year Door like open right now, so I could just like move those in. Actually, you know what? I'll just copy the whole folder. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't replace. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna set this up real quick. So I'll just put it back on the waiting. Okay, I'm back. I loaded the text or the dialogue files and the map files in. So, do I just like because I also made a save state as well. Do I just load that? Let's see. Or do I have to play through it again? I'm not sure. Or do I just like actually I'm going to try closing out of it. I'm going to open it again. If you save stated after it and already failed to load a file, then it probably won't work. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream and check that out another time. So, but yeah. Anyways, I think that was pretty fun checking out the demo here. I'm definitely thinking about doing another stream where I like check out more maps in it and things. So that's pretty. Now that I know that you can load more maps into it, that's pretty interesting. So that was funny playing it all the like disabling the timer and playing it all the way up the hooktail, and it was pretty cursed in some areas too, and also funny with the English version calling the X-Nauts boomer gangers, boomer ganger. But yeah. Anyways, that was pretty fun. But thank you guys for watching this stream. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Stay perky.